Why wouldn't a marmalade be as wonderful or as exclusive as a piece of foie gras or caviar? You know, some people don't like caviar, they'd rather have the marmalade. So that's really the niche that I'm looking to fill. Hi, I'm Laura O'Brien of Josephines Feast. I'm a specialty jam maker and baker here in New York City and also Southampton, New York. Most people don't see what goes into jamming. It's a really long process, and it comes from a history of agriculture, and it was the farmers' wives who tried to make sure that they had enough products and they used enough products to really put up for the winter. This is looking really good though. Josephines Feast is a collection of preserved foods. I was very inspired as I was traveling through Europe, when I traveled through Italy and through Paris, and even in England. People are passionate about the types of jams or jellies that they have seasonally. They make small batches. When it's sold out, it's over, and that's it. They move on to the next season and the next product range. Today we're going to make 4-berry preserves, and that is a recipe that I developed using raspberries, blackberries, strawberries, and blueberries. Probably our #1 seller and the jam that I started with. I really like the idea of a seasonal product because it gives you a moment where you really enjoy what you're eating. And you can see how much juice has been released from the fruit over the last 24 hours. What we'll do is we'll get as many berries as we can in the strainer, and then you can just move them into the big bowl. It's raining juice. The reason Josephines Feast is an artisanal brand, it's because we are small batch, we are handmade. Our aspiration is to create 25 of the best jars of jam that we can create, and not 2,000.
It's just really lovely to put all of it together and touch it, smell it, handle it ourselves from beginning to end.
The last part of the concoction, of the preserves concoction, is it's an apple pectin. The pectin is almost a booster shot to ensure that your jam gets the right gelling consistency. And again, I think it gives it a better flavor, but beyond flavor, it also gives it a really wonderful texture. It's unlike anything that you would buy commercially. Okay, so I'm going to add the apple pectin stock, and we are all ready to take the syrup to the stove and put the fire on it. We introduced the fruits into the jamming syrup, the fruit syrup, and what happens is within a few moments the jams start to give off their juice, and now we have sort of a foamy coated elixir almost. And what's going to happen now is it's going to cook down a little bit, we're going to skim the foam again, and then we're going to test to see if it's hit the gelling point. I started my company officially 6 months ago, July of 2009. However, this has been going on in my mind for 5 years. I've had a lot of marketing training, and I know that there are certain flavors that you can mix and certain scents that people really like, and it basically becomes a home run in terms of sales, but I'm not really interested in doing that. This is my journey and my experiments with taste and flavor. If you can see the way this is coating the side of the pan here, that means the jelly is absolutely right and it is ready to be jarred. It's actually the hardest to make as well. It takes the most fruit, the most time, and the most patience. So that's probably why I like it. It's my spoiled child. People should seek me out because it really is the best that I can offer and the best taste that you will ever experience. There's enough of a range that you don't have to like everything I make, but I'm sure you will find something that you personally would like very, very much.
I find the process of inventing flavors extremely exciting. I mean, I think that's why we do it. There's a bit of a rush there.
At the end of the day, when I'm sitting down and I have a box of jelly that I made, it's all my thoughts and all my ideation in those 12 jars. So it all comes to a head within that little brown corrugated box that you saw inside. And to me, that's about the best that I can do. I don't want to feed the masses. I would just like to feed one person at a time the best possible way I can. I'm living the dream. I keep telling my friend Mimi, and I tell my husband, I said, this is it, this is happiness.